So I wake up this morning, after my mom leaves for work, and I read something on the Save the Freedom Fighters Facebook page. And apparently somebody is implying, because they basically pasted it twice. They pasted this article, what they read, twice in the same post. And, they kind of headlined the fate of the freedom fighters between four on each side, equal signs, if you will. And basically, the implication they were giving off is, can Penders own the rights of the freedom fighters? Again, that's the implication they were giving off. And when I saw that, and I saw everybody commenting on it, I was like, no, that's wrong. And I even said in a comment, because I commented myself, I said, Ken does not own the freedom fighters. So let me make that perfectly clear in this video here on YouTube, which is going to get posted to some of the Sonic Facebook pages and Twitters. Let me make this perfectly clear. Ken Penders does not own the freedom fighters. Because if he did, then in the reboot, soft reboot, retcon, whatever you want to call it, that started with 252, we wouldn't have these characters. We wouldn't have them making their return redesigned to look more game accurate or not. We wouldn't have them. So for people to imply that Ken owns them, obviously they're either misinformed, or they're trying to troll people. And look, I know from honest experience, that there's a lot of trolls out there that like to get under the skin of longtime Sonic fans because they feel that it's pathetic for people my age or around my generation to still be a fan of something that's meant for kids. Well, if that's the truth, my friends, then why is someone like John Campea on the John Campea Show, Jeremy Johns, Angry Joe, just to name a few, Doug Walker, James Rolfe of Cinemassacre AVGN, why are these people coming out and saying they've enjoyed the movie? Why do they come out and say, hey, I like Sonic 1 and I like Sonic 2 from a movie aspect? Why are they coming out and saying that? Why? Because they want to please the young fans, the kiddie fans that watch the program? No. They're saying that out of being genuine, out of being themselves and being fans themselves. So for anybody to come out and say that Ken owns the freedom fighters, like I said, they're either misinformed or they're trolls that like to get under the skin of people that like Sonic, even those that are like my age from my generation. And let me make this perfectly clear too. If it is misinformation that they're getting, then I suggest do research. Ask other fans out there who owns the rights to Sally, to Antoine, to Bunny, to Dulcie, to Rotor, to Loop. Ask them. And a majority of them will tell you Sega. Sega of any kind, either Sega as a whole, Sega of America, Sega of Japan, Sega of Europe, or Sega as a whole, like I said, they will tell you that they own the rights to the freedom fighters. Not Ken Penders. Ken Penders only holds and owns the rights to the characters he supplied into the comic. Those characters being Julie Sue, Lala Sue, Jeffrey St. John, Hershey, numerous Echidna characters like Remington, Linda, Dimitri, if you will, Locke. The list could go on. But the fact is, out of those characters that he has ownership to, from a copyright standpoint, he does not own the freedom fighters. They are owned by Sega. Let's make that perfectly clear. Now, secondly, if this is just a bunch of trolls going out there going, ooh, I'm going to cause trouble. There's an old saying that a lot of people used to tell me and others when we were younger and as we were growing up. And we might be, let's say, crushing on somebody or might be a little obsessed with something that didn't make sense or whatever. Or we had dreams that didn't seem like they were going to be reality, and it turns out they wouldn't be. You know what they would tell us? There's an old saying. And that's the saying I want to give to you trolls, if you are the ones that are planting this into the minds of people that are unsure. Get a life. Get a life and stop bullying people, trolling people into liking what you want to like. I mean, again, what is it you want? I've said it before. What is it you want from YouTube, right? I mean, well, not right, but what is it you want from YouTube? Huh? Do you want YouTube to take down the censorship bars and say, hey, you trolls, here's some XXX material, because we know what trolls we're dealing with sometimes. Is that what you want them to do? So that way you can go, is that what you want? You know, if that's what you want, then just tell them. Contact Google, contact YouTube and say, hey, we'll stop doing this. Just give us one day of all this stuff and we'll shut up. That's if you're behind it. And I know that was a little getting off topic, but still, those are the kind of trolls you could be dealing with when it comes to them fabricating or misinforming people on the truth. But the truth and the fact of the matter is this. Ken does not own the Freedom Fighters. He owns the characters he wrote and supplies for the comic, which are currently in his possession, which seemingly he wants to share now, but people don't trust him because there's word going around that he wants to sue Paramount now, whether you believe that or you don't. Again, like I said, Ken does not own the Freedom Fighters. Sega does. So either A, like I said, people are misinformed and they need to do a little bit more research, and as well as contact people to get the correct information, or two, they're being trolled by trolls who just like to cause trouble. But I just wanted to come on here, guys, before I hop in the shower to get ready for work, to give you my 2 cents on that. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I am out.